Today we're checking out the St. Regis in Bora Bora. This is a property that many people consider to be the best in French Polynesia, and also a great use of Marriott Bonvoy points. The property is known for its large rooms, butler service, fine dining, and my favorite, the private lagoonarium. Whether you're focused on food, fun, or snorkeling, you're going to have an amazing experience. Big favor before we dive in is to give this a thumbs up to help with the algorithm. If you're new and you like travel, consider subscribing. Hey guys, it's Sebastian, and today we are going to be doing a room tour of the St. Regis Bora Bora. This is going to be the base standard room if you book using points, so we're going to look at whether it's worth it for you to use points here. Starting off over here, you have a big desk area if you want to get some work done. Pretty large desk compared to a few of the other places we've been to, and also a really good couch. Looks very comfortable to do some reading or relaxing. I'm someone that likes to work on my lap, so it works out pretty well. This is going to be a garden villa reef room rather than an overwater bungalow, so a bit different. One of the first things you'll notice when you walk in is welcome gift is wine, so some red wine, half a coconut, and macaroons. So you have to eat it within one day, otherwise you're taking it away. And then here is a welcome letter, pretty much offers you a discount for the spa and other services due to having status. So one really huge thing about this place is that it's huge. If you look up, if you look left to right, I don't think I've been to any hotel where the room is this big. And there's also some pretty cool art on the wall. TV over here on this side, and then if you turn out fully that way, you're going to see the pool. Pretty big couch. Wow. So I can't even touch end to end. 7 or 8 feet, pretty wide. Cool table. And in honesty, I think for a lot of people, especially people from New York and San Francisco, this is going to be bigger than most of your apartments. Yeah, this is just crazy to me. So this is the living room area as well as the relaxation area. Let's move on over to the bedroom. So this is the bedroom. One of the really cool things if you stay over there is that you'll see that actually opens up. And you can also close it up. It's a pretty cool setup to me. Pretty nice bed. I really like the design. I feel like it's very intentional with the wallpaper as well as the lamps. Or maybe I just personally like the aesthetic. I feel like a lot of other places don't really think about design that much. Some more paintings, complimentary water, and bunch of life jackets that they mentioned that you can use in the property. So some of the other properties also have life jackets, especially the overwater bungalows, but they don't really want you to use those. Those are more for emergency. These ones, they specifically tell you that you can use it on the property. There is a lot of deep water around, and most of the places that you can kind of swim are pretty deep. So if you're not a good swimmer, this is pretty sturdy. So I don't know how to turn on the light here, but pretty big closet, safe over there, rain ponchos, ironing board, and the rest of our luggage. One thing to be aware of is that you are allowed 2 pieces to get ironed for free by them per stay. So if you want to use that, might as well, if you have a dress shirt, if you have some pants that you want to get ironed. Some areas to hang up towels, and we have a tub. One big difference to notice comparing this to the overwater bungalow is that the tub is more meant for one person rather than the one over there, which could easily fit 2 people or maybe one very, very big person. This is more one person. Amenities are from Laboratory Remede. Right next to the tub is going to be the shower area. Not really closed off, but this does have a lot more space for the water to go to make sure it doesn't splash everywhere. And I think even for the tallest people in this community who think about points, you're not really going to have to worry about the height test. You're gonna be fine. Yeah, I think the only person who would probably have a problem would be like Shaq or Yao Ming. Anyone below 7 feet should be fine. Sink, so one over there and one over here. Pretty cool setup with lamps, and also the towels are monogrammed with the St. Regis logo. Some more amenities, mouthwash, body control lotion. This stuff is pretty standard. I think it's white labeled. I feel like it's white labeled. This is plastic, I was checking. Coming out here is going to be a private shower area. One of the really good things is that you could privately shower.
Great, we got rid of him.
If you want to take off your pants, if you want to take off your clothes, you could privately shower here. And Pretty good way to shower off if you're someone coming from a swim or a snorkel. I guess that door allows it to come in. Not really too sure. Need to check that out. But my guess is that that's to clean off the salt first before jumping the normal shower, or maybe it is just to do a bit of private showering out here. Toilet seat. More toilet seat. Toilet seat has pretty good girth to it, so if you're someone who's a bit bigger, you have a pretty big target to aim for. It's not too narrow and too small. Some other places have relatively small targets, making it very difficult, or just not as comfortable if you do need time to release the package. Hello? Stop talking on the toilet? Stop talking about the toilet? Okay, sorry, Mandy. So Mandy just told me to stop talking about the toilet, so let's get out of here. Another TV over here, as well as a Bose sound system. For Wi-Fi, you can see it behind it. You're allowed up to 4 devices. So for most people, probably 2 phones and then maybe 2 laptops or the other devices you have. The final thing we're going to check out is going to be the private pool as well as the outside area. Some plants, some chairs, and it's a pretty private area with all the walls, and the pool is pretty gigantic. It is not heated, but I think it's a nice way to cool off, especially during the daytime. It is 1.2 meters deep, so 3.94 feet. Pretty private area in case you want to enjoy a pretty private experience in the pool. For the first night, we had dinner at Lagoon by Jean-Georges. This is probably the go-to restaurant, and I would argue the best one in Bora Bora. It's French and Asian-infused cuisine crafted by the celebrated chef Jean-Georges Vongerichten. His flagship in New York previously had 3 Michelin stars and dropped down to 2 stars in 2017, but that's still super impressive. The restaurant is located over water, and you get a great view of Mount Otamanu and also the lagoon. The really cool part is the glass floor where you can see the water and fish or sharks. So you can see fish while eating fish. Definitely a vibe and a memorable experience. The setting is perfect if you're celebrating a birthday, anniversary, or a honeymoon, or if you just want to have a great meal. The menu features a variety of dishes that use fresh local ingredients and seafood. Popular items include the octopus, truffle mashed potatoes, mahi-mahi, lamb, and the signature chocolate lava cake. The Discovery dinner experience is particularly recommended, where the chef creates a surprise gourmet 4-course meal based on your preferences. Dinner is between $80 and $100 per person. It definitely is on the high end, but I think it's worth it. Great quality food, amazing service, and unique experience. Also, a lot of other meals in Bora Bora will run you only a bit less, but be nowhere near as tasty. To put it into context, a lot of people that stay at other resorts still take a boat to St. Regis just to eat at Lagoon. If there was one meal I would have on my trip here, it would be this one. Some of the most memorable breakfasts from our aspirational trips are from St. Regis properties. Good quality ingredients, great service, and just tasty dishes. Here, there's a solid buffet spread with fresh tropical fruits, pastries, cheeses, and local specialties like poisson cru, which is a Tahitian raw fish salad. You can also order a la carte items, including made-to-order eggs, omelets, pancakes, and waffles. Unlike a lot of the other hotels, you have a lot of local island-style dishes. This includes cooked plantain bananas and coconut milk, and coconut bread. For a la carte, the go-to item is the Eggs Benedict. Tropical fruit selection is also solid, and same thing with the made-to-order crepes. As of filming, breakfast is $60 per person. If you have Marriott Bonvoy Platinum status, then breakfast is complimentary for you and your player too, so $120 per day in value just by having status. To me, it's pretty tangible value since you have to eat, and unlike in a city, you don't really have other options here. The American Express Bonvoy Brilliant comes with Platinum status as a perk of the card. Pretty hefty annual fee, but the credits, anniversary night, and elite status more than make up for it in my book. On that note, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website asksebby.com and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive and that the cards make sense for you, but otherwise, it's a huge way to support the channel, so thank you in advance. One of the things I like about the St. Regis is that it's a big property and they provide you with bikes. I used to bike a lot as a kid, but not as much now, so this weirdly scratches my need for speed.
Biking over to the main area is about 5 minutes, but could definitely be faster if you are booking it. You can also call a golf cart to take you, or you can walk if you don't like biking. The property has a ton of activities you can do, including snorkeling, paddleboarding, and kayaking. The must-try one in my book is the giant water tricycle. At a minimum, do it for the gram, but we ended up taking it pretty far out. If you're looking to buy stuff, there's 3 shops. La Boutique is great if you forgot to bring a swimsuit, or if you want to pick up hats or sunglasses. There also was a Polynesian axe I regret not buying. The spa is also beautiful, probably the most memorable, and we've been to a bunch of hotels. You basically get a great mountain view while doing your spa service. Around the spa is also the Lagoonarium. This is a protected underwater sanctuary where you can snorkel and see a bunch of different fish, and also coral reef. The benefit is that it makes snorkeling a lot less intimidating. For example, Mandy's not a strong swimmer and isn't really comfortable with the giant waves and uncontrolled nature of snorkeling at the Conrad. I like it, but honestly, it's a bit dangerous if you didn't grow up around water. This, in contrast, is calm. The fish are also more plentiful and aren't as afraid to approach you. The only other two with something similar are Intercontinental Thalasso and Le Meridien. Both are comparably weak in my book, with a lot less to see. In terms of snorkeling, most people have Conrad at number 1, St. Regis number 2, and Four Seasons number 3. But a lot of Conrad stuff isn't as beginner-friendly, so the Lagoonarium is a S-tier feature in my book, and a reason to consider the St. Regis. Another good spot for sunset pictures are by the Overwater villas, where you have the mountain as a backdrop. Speaking of which, let's do a tour of an Overwater room.
Hey guys, it's Sebastian, and today we are taking a tour of the Overwater Bungalow base room at the St. Regis. Let's go check it out. So over here you have some chairs to sunbathe if you want to relax, maybe even have some room service. Pretty good view. If you want to get into the water, right where Mandy is, water is pretty deep, so something to be aware of. This is actually a pretty good view of what the room's size is, so it is pretty big. So we have 2 sides here. That's going to be the lounge living room area. And let's go check out the bathroom and the bedroom first. So this is the bedroom, and pretty awesome in terms of areas to relax. So really nice couch. And then the bathroom, wow. So over here you have a closet with a nice little view as well. You have a pretty big tub, comfortably fit 2 people, I think. The shower area is really interesting too because does it pass the test? Yeah. And then the other cool thing is that if you look down, you can see the water. It also opens up into the bedroom. And bathroom, pretty straightforward. Pretty high ceilings, which is pretty normal with most of the other rooms in design aesthetic here. But I do like that they have the ceiling thing on top of the bed. And over here you have another couch, another desk, and also a view below. Yeah, pretty cool room.
For our other dinner, we went to Far Niente Ristorante. This is Italian and surprisingly good. I don't know why, but we had lower expectations for this one, given how good Jean-Georges was. It's pretty cozy and romantic, but less formal. Appetizers include classic Italian antipasti, fresh salads, and seafood options. Main courses include options like homemade pasta, wood-fired pizzas, risottos, and a bunch of meat and seafood dishes. My picks would be the pasta and pizza, but you can't really go wrong. Dessert includes tiramisu and panna cotta. Surprisingly authentic Italian food, and also not too bad on the wallet. You're probably looking at about $30 to $50 per person. Also, this is assuming that you're not getting wine, which can add up fast. Overall, the St. Regis is one of the best hotels in Bora Bora given the mix of awesome service, great food options, and spacious rooms. If your player 2 is a weak swimmer, the Lagoonarium is an S-tier feature to me. Even better is the fact that this is a great use of Bonvoy points where you get outsized value. For most points people, this is a top 3 Marriott hotel in the world, with the St. Regis Maldives also on the list. The one downside is that the base room you book into with points is a garden room and not an overwater villa. That means you either need to pay a surcharge or gamble on an upgrade if you have status. Still though, you can get platinum status pretty easily with cards nowadays. At a minimum, that gets you free breakfast every day, which is a $120 win. Again, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website, asksebby.com, and also down below in the description box. If you made it to this point, leave a shark emoji in the comments down below, and I'll try to heart it and respond. My question for you is, what are your thoughts on the St. Regis? Where does it fall on the list of Marriott hotels worldwide on your list? Also, would you eat at Jean-Georges? Let me know and everyone else know in the comments down below. Big favor thumbs up, consider subscribing, but otherwise, hope you liked it. See you next time.